Hello, my name is Savannah and I created the DustBot. Firstly, DustBot will be turned on by an on and off the red power button, the on and off red power button on the IR remote as seen right here on Tinkercad. By pressing the power button, the two hobby gear motors and the DC motors will power on. That's the two yellow and then this gray one right here. The hobby gear motors will power the two wheels, that's why there's two of them, and then allowing the robot to move, and the DC motor will power the air suction vent, the spinning fans, and the rolling brush, allowing for the cleaning cycle. Previous to this all being powered on, the dustpan will have to be emptied. So if it runs into a problem, you know that the dustpan just needs to be emptied. Then the ultrasonic distance sensor will be activated, and this will all be powered by these two 9-volt batteries. Next, I'll put this away for now. And then next, the cleaning cycle will begin. Firstly, the ultrasonic distance sensor will be activated right here, followed by the DC motor and the hobby gear motors. Once again, the hobby gear motors were for the wheels, and the DC power motor was for everything with the cleaning cycle, the air suction vent, the rolling brush, and the spinning fans. And then the distance sensor, if the distance sensor measures that an object is less than 12 inches away, it will send a signal to the hobby gear motors to reduce one of the wheel's speed so that it can turn left to get away from the object. If the distance sensor is still sensing that something is less than 12 inches away, it will repeat that process and turn left again. And then after that will just continue until the object is not sensed to be less than 12 inches away, and it will then continue the cleaning cycle by going back and forth. And it will continue this cleaning cycle until it is powered off. I did have to change a few things since last week, since we made the designs. Just putting them into place kind of made me realize that a few of them had to be changed when I had to add a few things. Firstly, instead of 4 sensors on the surface of DustBot, I chose to just have one sensor, the ultrasonic distance sensor, just so that when it goes forward, because it's not going sideways or backwards, it's just going forward and then turning left when there's an obstacle, so only one sensor is needed. And then I added an additional hobby gear motor so that the wheels can be controlled by 2 different motors. Originally, I had 2 DC motors. Now I have 1 DC motor and 2 hobby gear motors. And additionally, I added another 9-volt battery because one of the L293D chips was ringing an alarm that it was overpowered and it needed just a little bit more push. So I added 1 more battery in there and it did the job. And I'll just scroll through my code real fast. Okay, thank you.